What's up, everybody? This is the Jedi. And I want to shout out Queen Morini. I hope I'm saying your name right, Queen. One of my followers on Instagram. Also, I should take a moment to say, any of you who are not following me on Instagram, my Instagram is at thejedi1814. All right. You will see my red icon that you normally see on my YouTube channel. So you should recognize my branding. And it is the Jedi 1814. I always remind you it is the same as my Cash App, which is also the Jedi 1814. My Cash App is always under my videos, everybody. And as I've said to you, it's never too late for you to donate whatever you can. $1, $2, whatever you have in your power, donate that. All right. And so I would like to also be able to bring my numbers up on Instagram, because there's a lot of things that I'm able to share on Instagram directly with my people that allows me to educate you on different things or bring your attention to things that I don't need to simply do a whole video about or something, you know. So if you are on Instagram, I encourage you to follow me on Instagram at the Jedi 1814. All right. And do go and donate whatever you would like at the Cash App. The link for it is under the video. Also, you can donate on PayPal. That link is also under the video. Queen Morini, I hope I'm saying your name right, made me aware of this. And I immediately was attracted to the title. I haven't read it, so I don't really know the merits. But just the title alone, I could do an hour on. You know, obviously this isn't going to let me do an hour. It's going to cut off. But parents slam Loudoun County School Board for covering up transgender assault on 9th grade girl. And I say to you, we don't allow them to control the narrative. There is no transgender. You understand? You can be a transsexual. That means you change your organs so that you can have sex a different way and feel like you're a woman, although you can never be a woman. There is no surgery, there is no hormone, there is no magic bullet that makes you a woman. Only the divine creates this divine creature known as woman. You understand? So we must push back on that. But the cover-up. So apparently there's a video here. I think it is valid to at least hear this so we can know what the parameters are, and we'll get into the article.
Video of Smith went viral back in June. He was arrested for confronting the school superintendent, a man named Scott Ziegler. Now, look at what's happening tonight.
When is Dr. Ziegler and this board going to be held accountable? What did you think was going to happen when you pushed porn into the classrooms and into the libraries and let boys into the girls' bathrooms?
There's something seriously wrong with a system that prioritizes reporting a rape internally to the superintendent so that they can control the narrative instead of calling the police.
Hiding evidence from every parent in LCPS about a heinous sexual assault of a student that occurred in a bathroom so you could pass Radical Policy 8040 is more important to you than protecting the dignity and safety of our children against the likelihood of a repeat occurrence.
Now, interesting that if you're a pedophile, you need to register with the pedophile registry, and you have to announce it to your community, and everybody for 100 miles or some nonsense needs to know that you're there. You're a danger to children. Well, so are these people. Even if there's not a rape or a sexual event, the fact that you see a boy come in women's clothing and it's not Halloween, we have a right to have a reaction to that, because it is not normal, no matter what they say. Again, the prophecy, Allah has said to mankind, one of the many signs of the end times Men will be as women and women will be as men. Do you understand? So if you are even interested in being on the side of divine righteousness, we have a spiritual and moral obligation and an allegiance to our Lord to say no to this. Damn it, no. All right. The article is Parents Admonish the Loudoun County Public School. Okay, what's happening?
It starts with a dream.
No, it doesn't. It starts with you shutting up. All right. Parents have admonished the school board at a public meeting on Tuesday for covering up the sexual assault of a ninth grader by a confused student wearing a skirt in the girls' bathroom. This is perversion, everybody. This is no different than if he wasn't in a dress and we find a grown-ass man coming out of a little girl's bathroom. We'd be up in arms. This is no different. I proclaim to you. You understand? This is just perverted. It is just as specious. It is just as evil. And we don't need to speak about it in kind terms. You understand? And as Muslims, you understand, we have a duty. Allah has given us a duty that we must stamp out and confront evil and unrighteousness wherever we find it. Otherwise, we are party to it. You understand? I'm not going to hellfire for condoning the actions of some confused male. Give me a break. All right. And so, but now, this following an explosive Daily Wire report about the girl being assaulted by a confused trick that identifies as female. Well, I identify as Oprah. You see what I'm saying? I identify as Oprah, and usually during the Halloween season, I identify as a pterodactyl. So I want to be called a pterodactyl. You will do it because I self-identify. All right. Be damned what Allah has created. Apparently that matters not. You know what? I self-identify myself as the earth. There, I did it. I did it because I can do that. I can self-identify. Yeah. And I think next week I'm going to self-identify as Fauci. I think that'll work. Yeah. Still working on my Fauci. We don't know a lot about this virus. And it's highly infectious, the virus. A mask isn't going to do anything for the virus. You won't get protection from the virus. And my breath stinks because I'm Fauci. And I look like a leprechaun and a gnome. And I'm a total disaster and a liar du jour. Okay, that's my Fauci. That's a direct quote from Fauci. All right, it's direct. All right, it's direct. All right. The female student that was assaulted went viral after he was arrested for confronting the school system superintendent at the infamous meeting on 22nd June, where critical race theory and this transgender bathroom rights were on the agenda. Again, don't want critical race theory being taught, which is no threat to any child. But by God, that transgender, we've got to have that in the classroom. The double standard, the forked tongue of this white serpent demon. Smith alleges that, so you get arrested for complaining about it, but apparently the transgender is fine, apparently. Smith alleges that Dr. Ziegler, the district superintendent, tried to cover up the rape and was told to keep quiet if he wanted justice for his daughter. Shut up. Nah. You go near my child, and that's a dead bitch. Period. You can do all the self-identifying you want, but once you self-identify over my child, I self-identify you, you will be identified as a corpse 6 feet under. Superintendent was targeted for some parents as they slammed the board for, quote, hiding evidence of a heinous act in order to get racial in order to get radical policy passed. Here's what 3 parents said. When I think I won't waste time on what the parents said. Okay, maybe I will, because I saw a click on. Well, we'll read one parent. Ziegler, when is Dr. Ziegler and this board going to be held accountable? What did you think was going to happen when you push porn into the classroom and into the libraries and let boys into the girls' bathroom? It's just inappropriate. You understand? It's inappropriate. But there was something that said the following: an explosive Daily Wire report. I want to see what that's about. Loudoun County School. Come on, bitch. Watch your ass. You know what I'm saying? Don't start done, won't be done. Loudoun County School tries to conceal sexual assault against a daughter in bathroom, father says. Father in viral video school board arrest says his daughter was raped in school bathroom. You see? This is Jekyll Hyde. You understand? You think about trying to protect your children and send them off to safe institutions. There's freaking metal detectors now when you go into schools and everything. But you can have some confused, demonic, confused thing in a damn dress proclaiming. You understand? I self-identify as Oprah. I self-identify as Oprah. I'm doing it. On 22nd June, Scott Smith was arrested at a Loudoun County, Virginia school board meeting, a meeting that was ultimately deemed an, quote, unlawful assembly, end quote, after many attendees vocally opposed the policy on this confused bullshit. You see? So they're unlawful. But what about this bastard, this sick fuck in a dress? What people did not know is that weeks prior to May 28th, Smith says a boy allegedly wearing a skirt entered a girl's bathroom at nearby Stonebridge High School, where he sexually assaulted Smith's ninth grade daughter. Huh? Juvenile records are sealed, but Smith's attorney, Elizabeth Lancaster, told the Daily Wire that the boy was charged with 2 counts of forcible sodomy, 1 count of anal sodomy, and 1 count of forcible fellatio related to an incident that day at the school. I'm over it. As a result of the viral video showing his arrest, Smith became a poster child for what the National School Board Association has since suggested could be a form of domestic terrorism. A white blue-collar male who showed up to harangue obscure public servants on his local school board. If someone would have sat and listened for 30 seconds to what Scott had to say, they would have been mortified and heartbroken, Lancaster said. This is probably going to want me to sign in or some bullshit. What did I tell you? You know what I'm saying? You can't just continue reading, trying to sell you something. Well, that's fine. I'll just go into my commentary. Because, listen, this is an issue that is itching me more and more each day, everybody, because of the lunacy of it. It's so basic to understand. You know, what's next? Somebody just shows up and says, I'm a tomato and I want to be self-identified. You know, this is no different. And it's eroding any and all compassion that anyone may have had for these fake ass people. But with their bullying and their cancel culture and this nonsense, and it's an imposter because you've not transed anything. You've just put on a Halloween costume. That's not transisting. So what, if I just put on an Oprah wig and some lashes, I'm Oprah? Nobody would accept that. This is a psychotic evil that's being perpetrated upon the populace, everybody. The weak are falling for it. Nah. Any people of faith, whether you're a Muslim, whether you're a Christian, whether you're a Jew, We all know we have a moral responsibility to the one who created us, not any of these propagandists and these people trying to push this bullshit ass agenda. Our allegiance, our responsibility is to Allah. That's it. And that is the final law. And that is what we use as our barometer for our actions and responses. And so we are instructed, certainly as Muslims, that we give no comfort to disobedience and evil and that which is wicked. We stamp that out wherever we find it, and we speak in harsh terms. We're required to do whatever we can. You understand? Now, we're not interested in violence unless they attack us. Then we unleash biblical hell on their bitch ass, because Allah says that you're not to be the aggressor. You understand? But it is an eye for an eye. So you strike on me, I'm definitely coming for your shit. Period. So we're not interested in any violence or any confrontation. It's just that we send a clear signal to keep that out of our face and out of our life and over there in your lane. And be happy over there, because Allah is going to deal with you on the great day. Because you are, as the Quran says, transgressing bounds. Do you understand? This is unnatural. It is a mental retardation. It is a mental illness. And in some cases, it's just being used by people who like to get their jollies and start controversy and, a bunch of nonsense like this. We're over it. We're not here for the circus act. But boys and girls should be separated anyway, in any situations, including in schools. They should not be together. One of the things I love about schools in Africa is the girls shave their hair. You're not coming in there with bundles and center parts and everything. Everybody's in uniforms, the boys and the girls. You understand? So that there is no classism. There is no singling out. It's just y'all all the same, because we hear about education. This is not a fashion show. It is not a popularity contest. Bring your bitch ass in here to learn. You understand? And this is why Africans are light years ahead of us in their education from even the youngest age. You compare a child of the same age to an American, and they look like they should be on Ritalin or medication or something, while the African child is clearly ready for Princeton, Harvard, Yale, name it. You understand? Because they're not allowing these distractions. They're using the children now, not only for politics, but for agendas. You understand? With all these vaccinations now of your children and, books of my two dads and all this nonsense. This is pollution. And I advise parents to take your kids out of these damn schools and say no more. You can teach your children a better education, because 99% of the shit they learn in the classroom is stuff they're never going to use. Meanwhile, you could be teaching them real values, real world scenarios of things that will be useful to them in their everyday life. That's education. You understand? That you can use. But knowing algebra or when Columbus sailed and stuff that's meaningless is just filling yourself up with a bunch of air. And school is just meant to indoctrinate kids into a system to be controlled robots by the state. We say no more. The power is in our hands. We are the ones we're waiting on, everybody. I always say that. It's us. It's us. Wherever you live, if you've got them pushing this trans confusion in your damn school system, you need to immediately snatch your child up out of that school and say, this is against my moral fabric. It is blasphemous. I don't sign on to it. I don't agree with it. And I don't need to. You want my child back in school? You remove that sickness. Remove that. And maybe, just maybe, my child can attend school. But until then, kick rocks. Kick rocks. Do you understand? I'm over it. So again, thank you for this, Queen. And it builds another layer on what I'm going to be talking about. One of the main things I'm going to be talking about in our next live event. Again, as I say, any of you have not following me on Instagram, I am the Jedi 1814. If you're new here, I encourage you to subscribe and to thumbs up the video. That will be helpful because YouTube has been playing games with my subscriber numbers for years, and only by your participation can I prove that and grow my number. You understand? So, if you want to help me to prove this evil, then it comes from you. I need you. I need you. All right. And so yeah. So do subscribe if you're new. And again, everyone, again, my Cash App is the Jedi 1814. You can go and give as little as $1. You understand? It doesn't matter. And again, also the information for my PayPal is there. Today is Saturday. It was a very trying day. I think, inshallah, we might be able to get together tomorrow, everybody. I hate saying it out loud because when it's not just with this, with anytime I proclaim anything out loud, it seems like the universe conspires against me. If I hold it to myself, then I'm usually able to do it. Like, I'm just over it, you know? So much I go through, only problems know you. Let's party like we're supposed to. It's on tonight. It's 1:48, so I can't give my Grammy performance. But that will be on the album. I'm looking to drop the album in maybe a week and a half. We're still looking at some things. We're still perfecting the mixing of the album, and it's going to be huge. Everybody's saying it's going to be bigger than Thriller and a few things. So again, and I know that's true, but I don't want to get into it. It's not about me. I don't want to brag. It's fine. It's nothing. So yeah, that's what it is. So I appreciate you. And anytime you guys have something that you think is of significance, bring that to my attention. I may cover it, I may not. But if it's important to you, especially you, someone that knows my rhythm, you follow me, you kind of know if something's going to be important to me too. You understand? So don't be shy or hesitant, everybody. This channel is not about me. I've told you that 1 billion times. It's about us. And the more you participate, the more rewarding it is for all of us, because I don't know everything and I can't present everything. So when you bring stuff like this is new, I don't know anything about this, and constantly people send me stuff that I otherwise probably wouldn't have known about, So as my last band director used to say in high school, let's get this road on the show. I'm over it. But this is the most diabolical thing of our hour. It is specious, it is diabolical, but most of all, it is fake and it is without merit. That's what it is. So I'm going to leave it here. Like, subscribe, donate, everybody. I will see you soon. I love you all. This is the Jedi at 1:50 a.m. in the morning. Let the record show. I'll see you soon.